Hey, welcome back to class. Let's go on bowing, trip, bow, gunye. And let's go ahead and let's just start trying to jog in place and warming up our muscles. Shake your arms out, get loose. Don't hold your breath. Try not to get out of breath. Just shaking everything out. Let's do some modified hip twists while still shaking everything, bouncing around. Turn those hips. Let's do some butt kickers. Touch your heels. And some high knees. Lean back, raise the knees up. Still moving your arms. And let's do some jumping jacks. Let's do some punch and switch. Let's stretch your neck. And roll your shoulders. Go forward a few times. Go backward a few times, and then mix it up. So, backward arm circles, nice big full range of motion. And forward arm circles. Side bends. Torso twist. And hip twist. Keep your feet where they are. Just turn the hip. You should feel it kind of in your hip flexors. At least that's where I feel it whenever I'm doing this. A little bit of my adductors, a little bit of my hip flexors. All right, let's go down into a socket stretch. And flip it over. Let's go to a lunging hip stretch. Drop it down and out. Tripod stretch. Other side. Socket stretch. Lunging hip stretch. Drop down, tripod stretch. center splits. Up, let's do a single leg hamstring stretch. Remember on the center splits before class, we're not trying to go as deep as we can. We're just opening them up, opening up the hips. Try to go as deep as you can. You might feel it hard to kick again right afterwards or to move around right afterwards. So that's more of a dynamic, not going to the full range. Especially not trying to go past it to increase flexibility, it's just to warm it up. All right, I don't think I said switch, but if you saw me, make sure you switch. All right, one more time. Let's do some modified hip twist. And let's do some calf stretch. Make sure you stretch both of them. You can pump them out if you need to. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is going to be some footwork. So we're gonna start off with a skip forward, then we're gonna switch, and we're gonna step back, and we're gonna switch again. And we're gonna do this 15 times on each side, so 30 total. All right, so we're here in a sparring stance. First thing, skip, switch, back, switch. All right, and then we'll end up doing the same thing on the other side as well. Ready? 1, skip, switch, step back, switch. 2, skip forward, switch, step back, switch. 3, step forward, switch, or skip forward, switch, step back, switch. 4, skip, switch, step, switch. 5, skip, switch, step, switch. 6, skip, switch, step, and switch. That wasn't a very good one. 7, skip forward, switch, step backward, switch. 8, skip, switch, step, switch. 9, skip, switch, step, switch. 10, back, switch. 11, 12, skip, switch, step, switch. 13, skip, switch, step, switch. 14, skip, switch, step, switch. 15, skip, switch, step, switch. 16, 17, 18, 19, stay low to the ground when you're switching. 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, we gotta switch first. 24, skip, switch, step, switch. 25, skip, switch, not a double switch, step, switch. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And take a breath. I don't know about you guys, but my calves are on fire. They've been on fire for the past month, and they just haven't relaxed yet. So I'll stretch that real quick. Next thing we're gonna do is gonna be the same thing but opposite. So last time or what we just did was we skipped forward. So now we're going to skip backwards. We're going to switch, and we're gonna step forward, and we're gonna switch. Okay, so same thing, except for we're moving opposite directions. Skip back, switch, step forward, switch. Ready? If you can, try to do it while bouncing. If not, keep a little bit of motion here. Ready? 1, skip back, switch, step forward, switch. 2, skip back, switch, step forward, switch. 3, skip, switch, step, switch. 4, skip back, switch, step forward, switch. 5, skip, switch, step, switch. 6, skip, switch, step, switch. 7, skip back, switch, step forward, switch. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, skip, switch, step, switch. 14, skip, switch, step, switch. 15, skip, switch, step, switch. 16, skip, switch, step, switch. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, ooh, step, and switch. 29, 30, and take a breath. Breathe in and out. All right, I'm gonna do a few stretch kicks. So if there's anything that you feel is gonna be tight for the next kicks that are coming up, go ahead and stretch it out. For me, this one just helps the most for kicking, for what I feel. Now you might have something else that you feel is a little bit better for you to prepare you for kicks. Everybody's a little different. So pick whatever that is and stretch it out real quick. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do a roundhouse kick, drop it down, turn, look, back kick, right? And now we're gonna step back the direction we came from and back again, all right? So it's gonna be 2 steps back, or if you wanted to, after the roundhouse kick, you could do the back kick and then retract it back to the rear and then just step back, either way. But I don't want you spinning around in circles. So I don't want you to do roundhouse kick, back kick, drop it down, step back, step back. This is why I just did 2 circles, right? I'm gonna get dizzy. So I don't want you doing that. I want you to come back the way that you came from. We're gonna do this 15 times on each leg. Let's get ready. And 1, roundhouse, drop it down, toes already pointed to the rear. I'm already showing my back, looking over my shoulder, back kick. If I want, I can set it down in front. If I do, I'm gonna step backwards towards the open side. That's the closed side. Open side. And then I'm gonna step back again. All right, and now put the same leg in the rear that started the roundhouse kick. 2, roundhouse, back kick, and I can drop it down. Step back, step back. 3, roundhouse, back kick, back, back. 4, roundhouse, back kick, back, back. 5, kick, set it down, already prepared for that back kick. Kick your back kick. 1, 2. 6, roundhouse, back kick. 1, 2. 7, roundhouse, back kick. 1, 2. 8, round, back kick. Ooh, I was off target on that one. 1, 2. Make sure you see your target. Know what you're kicking at. Was that 7? I think that was 7. Maybe not. 8. 9, roundhouse, turn, look, back kick. Drop it down, step back, step back. 10. 11, roundhouse, back kick, back, back. 12, roundhouse, back kick. Now if I wanted to, I could also just make a big skip backwards as well instead of spinning backwards. 13, the reason I don't do that is because I kind of like to counterbalance since I spun one way. I like to unspin. For me, it kind of helps to not get dizzy, but some people it doesn't. What was that? 13, 14, 15, take a breath. Yeah, so I do say that a lot. I spin one way after I do the roundhouse back kick, and I try to spin backwards. It helps me, but I have seen people that do get dizzy from that as well, and I probably should have said this earlier, but afterwards, if you do that back kick, drop it down in front, you'll already have the leg that should be kicking in the rear. So if the spin backwards also gets you dizzy, just make a big hop step back and then prepare again, okay? That might help you, right? Everybody's a little different though. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna do a few back stretch kicks, right? So same thing like a front stretch kick, except for now I'm kicking backwards to help get that leg ready. All right, other side. 15. Ready? 1, roundhouse, back kick. And if you want to drop it down and then big hop step back, you can do that, or you can spin back. 2, round, back. 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you want to drop it down in front, you can, or you can bring the back kick immediately back. What was that? Was that 3? I don't remember now. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and take a breath. Breathe in and out, in and out. All right, so the next sequence that we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a front kick followed by a skip or hop step roundhouse kick. So it'll be rear leg front kick, drop it down in front, hop step, roundhouse kick. So same leg's gonna kick twice, right? Just try to, if you can, flow. Try not to make it too choppy, so try not to go here, wait, 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 and then go for the hop step roundhouse kick. Try to connect them as far as timing goes. You don't have to go super fast or super hard, but I do want a good flow between the two kicks, okay? So 15 times each leg, and then we'll switch. Ready? 1, front kick. As soon as it drops down, hop step roundhouse kick. And now if you wanted to, you could just step forward and turn the other direction and switch. You could skip back, whatever you want to do so that you get your same side leg back in the rear. 2, front kick, hop step round. Could just turn and face the other direction. 3, 4, as soon as it touches the ground, kick. 5, 6, 7, 'Could do a hop step back and a step back if you want to keep facing the same direction. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, make sure you kick with the ball of the foot on that front kick. 15, and catch your breath. Breathe in and out. In and out. All right, same thing, other side. Ready? 1, front kick, hop step around. 2, front kick, hop step around. 3, front kick, hop step around. 4, 5, good, skip back, step back. 6, good, skip back, step back, skip back. 7, good, just trying to face the other direction. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15. Catch your breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do solo drill number 4. So this is 6-3-2 roundhouse. And I said the numbers of the punches, so maybe you'll remember it. But it's a rear uppercut, a lead hook, a cross, and then it's gonna be a lead leg roundhouse kick. How you do that, kind of up to you. If you wanna scissor switch roundhouse, you can do that. If you wanna step forward, right, you could step forward after the cross for the roundhouse. You could do the cross and then lean into it and step as you're ending the cross in roundhouse. You could cross, step to the side in roundhouse. You could cross, pull back, and lean back roundhouse, right? So what was that, 4 different options right there? 5 different options? I don't know, I can't count that. So we had a few different options that you can do right there, and I want you to just play around with them. We're gonna do this 15 times on each side. Ready? And go. 1, uppercut, turn the hip, hook, other hand at the face, cross, point your shoulder, and then whatever you wanna do to get that roundhouse kick. 2, uppercut, hook, cross, focus on hips turning with those punches. 3, uppercut, hook, cross, kick. 4, uppercut, hook, cross, kick. 5, notice I'm not doing a lot of power right now, but I'm doing different footwork to get that kick. 6, uppercut, hook, really reach with the cross, step into it, and kick. Was that 5 or 6? I will say that was 5. 6, uppercut, hook, cross, switch around. 7, lean back. 8, side step. 9, falling forward step. 10, mix it up. 11, 12, uppercut, hook, cross, round. 13, 14, 15, finish up, catch your breath. Now you notice I didn't really punch anything hard, right? Well, a lot because I don't have actually anything to punch. I could punch a bag, but right, it's better if you're punching hard when you have something to impact. But I was focusing on turning the hips each time and having the other hand at the face and then varying up the footwork prior to the kick. Right? You got a lot of different options there. Play around with them. Some will feel better to you just in general. Like I personally don't like the lean back into the kick, but if they're rushing, you might do that. If they're moving back, that's when I would be falling forward with that step, right? Because I missed my cross, boom, and I kind of anticipated missing the cross because if I missed the hook, I probably gonna miss the cross as well. So I'm just kind of throwing that out there. So there's something occupying space as I'm taking that big step forward to try to hit with the kick, right? Or maybe I just do a switch step because I want to get slightly offline. Different reasons why you might do them, but practice them all. Okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Ready? 1, uppercut, hook, cross, kick. 2, 6, 3, 2, kick. 3, 6, 3, 2, kick. 4, 5, other hand at the face, other hand at the face, 6, 7, 8, 9, turn your hips each time, 10, other hand at the face, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and catch your breath. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, up next, we've got alternating Ijang and Iljang. Right. We'll go Iljang first. Trip, Junbei. Take it Iljang on my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, kill. Bro. All right, now we'll do take it Ijang on my count. Drip, Junbei. Take it Ijang. Ready? 1, 2, center punch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, Q. Bro. All right, let's change directions now. Trip, Junbei. Take it Iljang. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. Bro. Now we're gonna do take it Ijang again. Drip, Junbei. Take it Ijang. My count. 1, 2, forward stance, middle punch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 2. Bro. All right, change directions. Trip, 준비. Take it iljang all together now. So not on my count. Ready? 시작. Cue. Throw. That was iljang. Now take it ijang all together. Trip. 준비. Take it ijang. Ready? 시작. Two. Bro. Change directions. Trip. 준비. To get iljang. Ready? 시작. Two. Bro. All right, one more. We got take it ijang. Trip. 준비. Take it ijang. All together. Ready? 시작. Cue. Bro. All right, take a breath. Breathe in and out. Okay, so the next thing we've got, it's gonna be a conditioning drill. All right, so we're gonna do, I think we might have done this before. It's just been a while. So we're gonna do squat side kicks, okay? So we're gonna squat down. We're gonna come up, and as we're coming up, we're gonna pivot one foot and kick, side kick off to the side, and then we're gonna counter pivot and drop back down. Now, let's go over good squat mechanics first. Right? Let's see, I've got this M right here on my chest, right? That's a little bit too low, but I got this M here. Now, when I go into a squat, you should still be able to see that, right? If I lean forward so much that you can no longer see that, that's not a good squat, right? It's kind of just a bad deadlift, right? But it's not a good squat. You should be able to see that. Also, when you're doing this, think about pushing your hips backwards when you go into a squat. A lot of people are kind of afraid to do this, so they just kind of lean forward here to prevent themselves from pushing backwards, right? Imagine that there's a chair or something and you're sitting back to go sit on that chair, right? So push your hips backwards when you're doing that. Your weight should be in your heels. It should be in your entire foot, right? But you should be pressing through your heels. If you feel this, right? See how my heels come up? Then one or two things. One, you might not have ankle flexibility enough, or two, you're not pushing the hips back far enough, right? Those are typically the two things that cause the feet to come up or the heels to come up, but I don't want you pressing through the balls of the feet, right? Whenever you're doing this, always press through the heels. So when I go down, right, I should be able to wiggle my toes, right? There's weight in the ball of my feet, but most of it's on my heel, and I should be able to wiggle my toes, right, whenever I'm doing this. And then I come up, and I want a side kick. Right? And now you might also see when I do it, I'm probably gonna kick and I'll have a little bit of a slide as well. That kind of just helps with my pivot. Right? How you wanna do that, up to you. But we're gonna do 3 sets of 14 of these, right? So it's gonna be 7 on one leg, 7 on the other leg. We're gonna alternate between legs each time. So I'll kick first with my right leg, then my left leg, left leg, up to 14, okay? So not 14 on each side, 14 on each side 3 times. That's, I mean, you can do it, but it's a lot. All right, so let's get ready. And I like to have my hands here, just kind of in front of me whenever I'm doing this. Right? Just keep them here. You can hold fists. You can have it open. It doesn't overly matter. Some people like to stick their arms out in front as a counterbalance because they're sticking their hips back. Although that's fine. Right? Not too picky. Try not to have them on your legs because you're just going to press and it's going to take some of the weight off of your quads. And I want your quads to kind of be burning at the end of this. Ready? And begin. 1. And come back. 2. 3. 4. 5. If you want, you can try to touch your elbows to your knees. Just don't knee your elbow, or don't elbow your knees. 6. Exhale on each one. 7. I like to have a long exhale and blow it all out at the end. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Make sure you pivot your base leg. Make sure it's a thrusting kick, not a snapping kick. 13. 14. And get a breath. Breathe in and out. So that's set number 1 done. Give it a little bit, get your breath, shake your legs out if you need to. If you need to stretch them, you can go ahead and do that. They might not be that sore right now. Hopefully at the end they'll be a little bit more sore, but they might not be right now. Or they could be sore. Everyone's a little different, right? And if you find yourself losing your balance a lot, some people have trouble with this, especially if they're not really used to squatting. You can have something in front of you, right? Say I've got a wall here. I can squat and hold onto the wall. The thing I don't want you to do though is press downwards on the wall, which makes your body essentially lighter, taking some of the weight off your legs. I don't want that, but if you need to use it for balance, you can do that. If you have something that's hanging, right, a rope, TRX, something like that, you can use that as well, right? Just try not to use it to make the exercise easier, just take out the balance equation. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and let's set up for our next one. Ready? 1. Make sure you look where you're kicking. 2. Make sure you thrust and then kick out. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. Catch your breath. We got one more set of these. In and out. A few more seconds. All right, let's go ahead and let's knock out this last set. Ready? Set. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Get your breath. Finish up. You're not done. If you are, just catch your breath. All right, so I'm gonna quickly recap what we went over today. So we started off with footwork. The first thing we did was we skipped forward, switched in place, stepped back, switched in place. That allowed us to repeat on the other side. We did 30 total, 15 on each side. After that, we did the opposite, which was skip back, switch, step forward, switch. Same thing, 30 total, 15 on each side. After that, we did roundhouse kick, followed by a back kick, and I showed you a few different ways to move back so that you ideally wouldn't be getting dizzy. 15 times each leg. Then we did front kick, drop it down in front, hop, step, roundhouse kick. All right. And again, same thing, 15 each leg. After that, we did solo drill number 4, which was 6, 3, 2, and then a lead roundhouse kick. I showed you, I think, like 5 different ways to do the footwork, 4 or 5 different ways to do the footwork, setting up that lead roundhouse. And then we did alternating Taekwondo iljong, Taekwondo ijong. We did that 8 times total, 4 for each. And then we did squat to a side kick, right? And we did 3 sets and 14 of those. So let's go ahead and let's start cooling down, stretching some, and let's go into our sumo splits. Spread those legs open those hips up, relax. Use your forearms, keeping the knees apart, and then just relax your hips down. Let's go ahead and put our hands down. Let's drop down into our center splits. Breathe in and out. Okay, pick a side. Let's go ahead, go over one side. Come up. Let's go to the other side. A few deep breaths in this. All right, let's go ahead and do our front splits. So drop the back knee down, shoelaces on the ground, and slide into it. the other side. And let's go to a butterfly stretch. Technical stand up. Modified hip twist. Yeah, I know we do the same sort of split stretching at the end almost every time. Well, it's because consistency is key. Most people want to be able to do the splits, so if we practice that, helps get some higher kicks. But it doesn't feel too great most of the time, I'll be honest, even for me. All right, cherry up, bow, grenier. And great job on that class, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's class. If you did, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, share it with all your friends, and have them come train Taekwondo with us. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.